Hi, my name is Brittany, and this is my Communications 252 oral presentation assignment. Sorry, I filmed in the bathroom. It's really dark out. It's the brightest room in my home. The title of my assignment is From Avoiding to Engaging, My Journey with Communication and Conflict. Like I said, my name is Brittany. I recently graduated with my ADN from BCTC Lawrenceburg campus. It was great, loved it. Couldn't recommend it more. Right now I'm working on getting my BSN, so this is a required course, which is funny because anybody that knows me knows I have no trouble speaking, communicating. When that comes with more when I'm out in public or I'm working, I'm often working in the hospital. If there's a patient conflict, I'm the one to go get to diffuse the situation. I don't know really where that comes from. I'm just always kind of good at chit-chatting. I always said I'll make a friend. Put me in a church, put me in a prison, take me anywhere. I'll find somebody to talk to, and that's just me. But on a more personal note, as far as me engaging with personal conflict with either a spouse or someone I'm really close with, a best friend, I tend to use the avoidance style. In chapter 10 of our textbook, which is one I said is my favorite just because that's the one that I know I need the most work on. I can handle a lot of people, but the people that are closest to me are the hardest for me to communicate my true feelings, and that's what I need to work on. Our textbook defined avoidance as the conflict handling style in which a person ignores the conflict, pretends it isn't happening, or communicates indirectly. And I'm also a person that uses humor in my everyday life. Have a conflict, crack a joke, hopefully it goes away. It doesn't always work, obviously, but fingers crossed it does. That's a fault of mine. So I said, I really enjoyed that because I did tend to shut down, especially if people get loud, people get in your face. No, goodbye. I'm not doing that. And that's just me. So it does lead to unresolved tension, and I know that from relationships I've had in my life. I've had boyfriends when I was young tell me like I was horrible at it, but my parents are kind of that way. We're all just kind of, that's just how I was raised. But I'm a good chit chatter. So that goes into my least favorite is the self-awareness, because I do tend to put other people's feelings. Sometimes I feel like personally I can be ingenuine to myself. I may come across genuine, but to avoid the conflict, I will be like, yep, love it, great, awesome. Even though maybe that's not truly how I'm feeling inside, or do you want to go eat at this restaurant even though I may not want to go? I'll say, absolutely, sounds great. That's my fault, and I'm a people pleaser. And maybe that's why it was my least favorite, is just because identifying your own faults it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. I know I need to grow on that. I'm almost 40 years old at this point in my life, and we're all a work in progress. Maybe one day I can find a backbone, as I've been told. Other than that, so some big words that chapter 2 used in the textbook, like self-awareness, which is a textbook defined as the ability to view yourself as a unique person separate from the environment and reflect your own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And that's kind of what, to be assertive, is tough for me. People laughed when I said I had to take a communications class because they're like, you of all people. So I realize that a lot of times you will grow from being genuine, and conflict is needed to grow and learn about yourself. And I'm a work in progress, something to always work on. I really thank you for your time, and I enjoyed this class. And I hope everyone learns a lot and gets their degrees and does big things in life. Thank you.